I know I should be working on the bass, but I went out for some fresh air to calm down. I don't get white coat. Is it white coat anxiety? But I don't like hanging around in queues or waiting rooms or anything. It makes me nervous bad, and I get impatient. My nana was like that, but yeah, I'm in the bass. Yeah, it's a bit of I consider it a bass now. I mean, no, not that bass. The Rolls Royce aren't happy about that, are they? Because if you look at that car, it looks like a Capri kit car, and it has a Rolls Royce Merlin engine in out of a Spitfire. They're not happy because they put a Rolls Royce radiator on it with a spirit of ecstasy, and they weren't happy about it. But it's his attitude, isn't it? The jury described him as a bit cavalier at one of the hearings because the Rolls Royce sued him, and the next hearing he turned up on a weight charger. I mean, if he's well, Rolls Royce wouldn't like that at all, would they? You just don't behave like that. And, well, it doesn't suit their image at all, does it? And they stopped rallying BMWs because it doesn't suit their image to have a muddy car. There's nothing to do with them being beaten by 2-litre Cosworth Sierras. But they were. And one of the lads at work said they were accusing us of cheating and chipping the... Well, he said the computers were chipped on them, but they wouldn't do that because they wouldn't get through scrutineering like that, I wouldn't think. Because there'd be pops and crackles and flashes coming out of the exhaust when there shouldn't be on a standard road car, because they're not supposed to do it. We weren't supposed to do that then. They would have known, I would have thought. But why were they beating the BMWs? The BMWs, I think, were a 3-litre 6-cylinder engine in those M3s. They were M3s. And the Sierra had a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. It was shorter, smaller, lighter, and produced the same power for a similar sized weight car. It was bound to beat them, wasn't it? Theirs weren't turbocharged. They couldn't have done that because there was a horsepower limit in 87, and they couldn't do it. Because obviously, if they'd turbocharged a bigger engine, it would be above. What was it? Were they allowed? Group A wasn't allowed more than 300, but Group N had to be a standard road going engine. The car could be strengthened, and that was about it. Because Group B literally had to have a similar silhouette. Anything else, you could change anything you like. You could put the engine where you like, drive as many wheels. They could have 18 wheels and 18-wheel drive if you wanted. There was a joke at the council depot because I finally met the storeman from Pickering, and he was a storeman, but he said he used to build saloon racing cars, and he said he was somebody's mechanic on a very famous, I think it was a Porsche rally car. A rallycross car, yeah. And he came in one day, and he was saying that they'd built a saloon car racing for the racetrack. It was a new model, and it had too much. The cabin was too big. It was too big inside, and it wasn't allowed in the class, so they had to bring it home. What was it? It was saying, yeah, Tony Pond went through. Was it Dolby Forest? It would be, I think, it's out near Pickering. And they said, do you want us to send the snowplow through first? He said, no, don't worry. Because that's the thing. The Metro had quite a lower spoiler, but it had more power than the snowplow. And he realised it was 4-wheel drive, whereas the snowplows were only rear-wheel drive, and it would just go through faster anyway. He didn't have time to wait for a snowplow to go ahead of him, because it would have slowed him down.